was really trying to connect, but I couldn't because the internet was so horrible. And I was wondering what. Oh my goodness, I didn't know I was live already. Let me. Hi guys. Hello everyone. I am live. I am live. Don't mind my hair. My hair is looking kind of crazy because guys, I don't know what is happening, but it seems like the gel, whatever I used to what is it called, the whatever I used to fix my dreads, it's not the original um it's not the ori excuse me, this is how I look. No makeup, no nothing. This is how I look. And by the way, I'm not going to apologize for how naturally God created me, okay? So if you don't like my hair and you don't like my aesthetic, don't click onto this video. Here I'm just gonna come like this. Anyway, I'm trying to tie this bandana so that I can look a little bit presentable anyway. So what I was saying is that, you see, I'm trying to develop dreadlocks, but the gel in the Emirates just don't allow me to shine. They cut hair, they misbehave. The lady who does my hair for me is so kind, and she does it. She's doing it with all her heart. But just it's not developing. My dreadlocks are just not developing. So I have to, I have to wait until when I get to Kenya so that I can actually go to my salonist to use the proper products on my dreadlocks. You see how hot it gets, my God, in this room. It gets really hot. I love you so much, you guys. Join me on my live. Yesterday's live. Honestly, YouTube is becoming a very crazy platform. If you don't talk about, they want you to not talk about serious things. The minute you talk about anything serious, YouTube sort of demonetizes your video. So yesterday's video, because I was talking about things to do with, whatever I was talking about on my yesterday's video. If you didn't watch that video, I'm not gonna repeat what I talked about on that video, but that video got demonetized. So what does demonetize mean? And again, let me say something. Guys, my video, there is here in these videos, there is no people. I come to this video the way I am, just as I am. So sometimes if I have an itch, for example, I have allergies and it's very hot in the Emirates. So you will see me sometimes scratch here and there, or I do like this a lot. I do that because I have allergy, okay? So there's somebody who comments on my video and was telling me that it's a put off if I scratch my nose. I'm like, it's not like I'm lifting my leg and scratching inside my private part. Why do people there's someone here in the room who is feeling that it's funny. So why do people find things to pick on YouTube instead of just listen to the message? Just something as simple as I did like this, yeah, or like this. It's not like I'm wiping anything. I'm just scratching my nose because I usually have hay fever allergy. That's why. So please, don't feel upset. I will try as much as possible to ignore an itch, but that's a very natural instinct for somebody to just itch where it's, to just scratch where it's itching. I cannot help it. So anyway, guys, so what I was saying is that yesterday's video got demonetized simply because I was talking about, whatever, if, I don't even want to mention it, because if I mention it again in this video, it might be demonetized again. So, so I'm back again with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys about the challenges I have faced being a YouTuber, or the challenges that you will face. First of all, YouTube algorithm. Is it called algorithm or whatnot? It's been since a very long time, they choose which type of videos they want to promote, right? The minute I talk about interracial relationships, because this is what YouTube wants to promote. They want to see people interbreed, interdate, inter whatever. They want to just, this is what they like. So if I start talking about this kind of video, they love to promote these videos. So I get a lot of likes, I get a lot of people interacting, and I get, of course, a lot of revenue. But the minute I start talking about the problems that people face in day-to-day life, or just real topics, YouTube will not even promote my videos. If I talk about something like, and I don't really want to, I don't want to mention it, because I know that they will demonetize this video if I mention it. But if I talk about like things to do with, the women being taken advantage of, or something like that, there's a different ways that a woman can be taken advantage of, YouTube will demonetize that video. There are words, there are trigger words that if you mention on YouTube, they will definitely flag that video and make it not advertisement friendly, and therefore they will demonetize it. So if you're somebody who is looking forward to start making making YouTube channel, just know that there are some words, like some trigger words, and you can go and sort of use Google. Google can be your friend to go and Google on the trigger words that YouTube will use to demonetize your video, so that whenever you are writing a video headline, you don't use such trigger words. So anything to do with race, anything to do with gender violence, anything to do with a lot of things, guys, that I don't want to mention again on this video. They will demonetize it. So yeah, a couple of my videos have been demonetized here and there, simply because I was talking very heavily about things that they couldn't be bothered me to talk about. They want to silence a lot of people. And also, one thing again about YouTube is that when you are a YouTuber and you are, of course, there is a lot of demotivation here, because you can see that maybe I used to make videos. You can be making videos of a certain topic that attracts a lot of people, and a lot of people want to watch it. But then the minute you divert from such videos, because you cannot be talking about interracial, like, no, I cannot just be talking about this kind of things. I want to talk about day-to-day things in life. So of course your video view will go down, as you guys can see. Even if you scroll on my videos, you'll see again. Also, YouTube likes you to talk about very controversial things, things that are very controversial. My elbow is so ashy, man. So if you don't talk about anything that is controversial, they don't promote your video as much, and many people don't want to watch. A lot of people like to watch drama on YouTube. But if you just want to like chill out and make live like the one I'm making now, talking about just general things, of course it will not be promoted, and I'm sure a lot of people might not find it interesting. So, and I've seen people who've and also you can find yourself being very demotivated. I know many of you are small YouTubers and you're trying and you're wondering, why exactly am I not breaking through into the YouTube fields, because also you can see your YouTube counterparts are doing so good. When they upload a video, they get thousands of views, but your video don't even hit the 200 mark or 300 mark. Of course you will feel sort of way that you feel like you're maybe incompetent, and then you will be discouraged and you feel like, I don't want to make videos anymore, because what is the point of, I'm not good enough, that is why people are not watching my videos. But then again, there are people who just persist, and then there are people who've linked up with other YouTubers who have promoted them tremendously. And then there is they link up, they can link up and, you know, sort of play it in a way that it I don't know, it's like mind game. There are people, there are YouTubers who will play a lot of mind game on their viewers, and then their viewers will buy into the mind game they are doing for them to stick with them and to you know, get them to continue subscribing. Especially, you remember the lady I was telling you about, that her mind game was basically to watch people in her field, because she wanted to attract people who like to watch families. So she was doing family vlogging with her children, but then she didn't get as much views as she was getting with just her children. You know, she's a Caucasian woman. She's called Micah Stufa. So she was making just random video with her husband and her children, but then people didn't find her videos as much interesting, you know, so not many people were watching her videos. Then she got an idea from looking at other family channels and seeing the algorithm of how much views are they getting per views whenever they upload. Then she found out that those people who get as much are people who are actually adopting children from China, or adopting Chinese children and bringing into their Caucasian families, and they sort of document the entire process, right? So this lady, and then also to add on that, she also saw that most of the ladies who are being watched, they were also like they had like these Christian faith beliefs, you know, they were talking about Christianity and stuff like that. So a lot of people watched them because they were sort of feeling like they related, being them, they are Christians, and, you know, the good deeds that they are doing and whatnot. So these people went and brought a child from China, even though they are not called to be adoptive people. They cannot adopt. But they brought a child just for the sake of YouTube revenue and earning. And they mistreated that kid. You could see in her videos, one of you know, in the background, people do very, very bad things here on YouTube, and they play big mind games just for the sake of earning revenue. And YouTube is also playing on it. You know, for example, there's a lot of videos that these people made, that this child, the Chinese kid who was autistic, she was being mistreated on these videos. But still, why? Because this is a Caucasian couple, and they saved a Chinese child from China. So they didn't even take action by flagging their channel because of the way they were treating this Chinese kid. And also, you know, right now there's a very big controversy when they found out that they are actually not fit to be adoptive parents, and they returned that kid. And, you know, like, obviously now a lot of people are mad at the way they treated that kid, because when you go back to their videos before, you could see this, you know, they have a lot of videos that people now, obviously a lot of big YouTubers are reacting to Micah Stufa, and they sort of bring them out in the open, because remember, internet never forgets. If you do something stupid here because of money, they will go back and you know, pull up the things that they saw and start scrutinizing your video from you know. So they found in one of the videos I saw, somebody had one, because, you know, people download videos for future references. For example, if I am a fan and I watch your video and I feel like something is off regarding your video, and I'm sure if these people get caught, the first thing they do is delete their channel. So this woman also did all this mind game and tactics, accumulated millions and millions of dollars out of making, videos with this adopted kid. And then after that, they deleted the channel entirely together because they got caught. So because they didn't want people to find any video evidence of them mistreating this Chinese kid, they made sure that they wiped out the entire channel that had this kid on. Even on their Instagram, they went and reprogrammed the Instagram and removed anything that had this kid on. What does that tell you? What does that tell you if that is not fraud? But internet never forgets. So a lot of people went back and actually, people before, before these videos were actually deleted, they had proof of this video because they downloaded these videos. So now a lot of people, guys, this story is very interesting. I want you guys to search on YouTube and then see Marka Stoffer. Just see this name, just type it, and then watch a lot of horrible stories about her and how she mistreated a child for the sake of views. And you can see that people went and downloaded these videos that they deleted, and people now are, they first of all, when they came to make a video saying that they have given up, they have returned the kid back to the adoption agency, people were on it. To an extent, they went even to the police department. There were a lot of petitions. And internet, the power of the internet, they made sure that they wanted to know if that kid was okay or not. Because all of a sudden now the kid was nowhere to be seen in their videos, and they had excuses, and nowhere in their Instagram. They hated that kid so much. But again, they just brought that kid from China to come and wound that kid even more, right? And to an extent of, it's so painful. One of the video I saw of a kid is only 3 years. So they were like taking that kid in bed, and they were explaining that, we are taking her to bed early because she's such a problematic kid, and we just don't want her around the family time, because now we have family time and we want to have our movie time and our, but because he is such a handful and we run around with him so much, now we want to take him to bed so he can give us space with our children so we can have some family time. Who does that to adopted child? If you want child to go to bed, you don't take only an adopted child to bed and then remain with your kids saying, I need to have family time with my children. That is not right. Obviously, you will take all the children to bed at the same time. Why is this kid being treated differently? And a lot of it, even another one was pretending to be having a dog, to be treating a dog nicely and training the dog to do tricks. But behind the camera, one day she filmed herself with the dog, and she filmed herself mistreating a dog. She was beating that dog, spitting on that dog, pulling that dog around and hurting that dog. But, she was meant to upload a video of, lovey-dovey and nice-nicey with the dog and doing nice tricks with the dog, only to download a wrong video, a video of her mistreating a dog. Then the internet was on her ass like crazy. Everybody, the minute she downloaded that video by mistake, probably she clicked a download button and went back to bed. By the time she woke up, the entire internet had downloaded that video. So even though she deleted that video, but the video was already everywhere. So this is the internet, this is the video, the YouTube for you. It's like people are making a lot of tactics, from getting pregnant for the, ladies are getting pregnant and bringing the entire pregnancy, pregnancy, or getting pregnant one after the other, even giving birth to 9-10 children, and documenting themselves even in the emergency room giving birth, So it's like, it's a trend to them. It's like something that, I have an idea. I know, let's get pregnant now. Let's document us getting pregnant, let's document us, and then let's bring people in. And it's a trend, that is going on, and people are doing this so much to an extent. I'm like, okay. And there's a lot of things that still are going, and then these are the kind of videos that are based on I don't know even what they are based on, but this is the kind of videos that YouTube keep sort of promoting and promoting. But then the people who are real and who are doing videos and talking their hearts out and trying to sort of just connect with the people on the internet, they don't get as much promoted as you think. Like the other day, I was watching this lady. She's one of our YouTubers, and she was, I'm not going to mention her name, but she's one of the YouTubers. And I know, because even her, she was one of the YouTubers who've made a lot of views and a lot of following and a lot of, because of mind games. But to be honest, let's just be honest. When you watch her videos doesn't have substance. Her videos doesn't have teachable moments. Her video doesn't have, even, she's such an airhead. And an airhead, you just see somebody is not even well informed. It's like, even when she's talking, she's just like sitting there and like, yeah. So people still watch this just because, people just find this interesting. They just watch it. Like, for example, I watched a video where this YouTuber went to sort of car shopping or whatnot. And first of all, if you go for a car shopping and you want a car knowledge, you want to be knowledgeable about whichever car that you're talking about, or just go to the internet, spend the entire night, Google cars and find out, okay, I'm going car shopping and I want this car, and what is this car made of? What is this car battery capacity? What is the engine capacity? What is the car body? What is the petrol? What petrol does it use? What is the lifespan of this car? How does this car perform on the road? What are the reviews of this car? What is the mileage of this car? How many kilograms does this car have? Like, where is this car imported? Is it imported from? Like a lot of things that you can talk about this car, and you can teach people to learn about this car or whatever car that you talk about. But then this person was just like, just take a video and now we are going to car, and film a road to, on her way. Okay, now she's in a car, in a whatever, in a transportation or whatever, Uber or whatnot. Okay, we are going to car shopping. Then she goes, now she filmed the road all the way to the car shopping place, and then they reach the car shopping. Then now she's showing, see, this is the car. She don't even show exactly what is the direction of this car place, and if you're going, take this way. If you want to know exactly where this car place is, actually this is the poster of this car warehouse. This is exactly, okay, now that doesn't matter to her. She just like, oh yeah, we are going. And then they reach car place. Okay, so now this car, this car, and oh my God, look how nice that car is. The other car, the other car. Then, okay, now it's a showcasing of cars. And then she reached a place, now she likes a car that she likes. This car is nice, but oh, I like the rims of this car. Look at the rims of this car. Damn, the rims of this car. And then from the rims, she goes, oh man, this car has a mirror. Look, this car has a mirror. I like mirrors in the car. I just like mirrors in the car. I would die for mirrors in the car. Abby, where is the teachable moment? Where is the teachable moment regarding this car? What is this car made? Why do you choose this car? First of all, you want to know, how often do we have to change gas in this car? What is the cylinder, as in the gas cylinder? Which petrol does it, or whatever gas does it use? And what exactly, like, how often do we have? What is the cost of this car maintenance? Is it a car that will cost me higher to maintain? And you just want to say things, and also interactive. But let me tell you something. People still watch this person. These people, they get 50,000, 100,000 views for this kind of content, and many, many more type of this kind of content. But then these are the things that people are like, oh, oh my God, we love you, we watch your videos. And where is the teachable moment? I don't see, And then you see that these are the things that people keep watching. Don't forget to press the like button. Guys, I need to put on AC here actually. So even for me, I've been looking at uh, this kind of vlogging, because me, I guess nothing interesting is happening in my life, right? I guess right now, is especially, it's hot here, it's 50 degrees outside. There are no activities that I can do that I can say to you guys, oh guys, look, I'm doing a fine activity, come and join me. I don't live right now. I'm very restricted into this room specifically. What type of vlogs can I do to you guys in this specific room, just to tell you guys, oh guys, look, I'm going to bed. I can't even do nighttime routine, simply because I am not comfortable, in a sense of, there is no way I can just take a camera to the bathroom, and it's not my place, right? So I've just been very demotivated, as much as I have a lot of time right now that I can do videos. But then when I look at the video views and I see people are not interacting as much on my channel, and then again, when I make videos, I want to pour my heart out to talk about things that we can learn from as a community as a whole, and YouTube just decides to to sort of say my video is not good enough, for a reason that I mentioned something as a lady was violated. So they don't want you to talk about somebody having been violated, what circumstance. The video that I made with the lady, that she was giving her story about how she was violated, and like the R word, how she was, I'm not gonna say that name. That video could not get, I could even get revenue on that video, so that I can give the girl money that I made out of that video, right? It's easy. But no, that video was sort of just, YouTube said that that video was not good enough because of the message in the video. So it's like, well, the things that are happening in the African community, they are not worth being listened to. That is why YouTube is not listening, and YouTube is not even pushing this narration. And for example, when I spoke about Toyin, the Nigerian girl who was again, I'm not gonna say that name. That word goes with M. That Nigerian girl who was done that in the US, the activist, I spoke about her story here. And I brought you guys, that video was deemed by YouTube as not good enough, and therefore not advertise friendly. Why? Because we spoke about like of an African woman. Yeah? We talk about suffering of an, yeah. So even right now, like, you are just walking in eggshells whenever you're trying to make a video on YouTube, because you don't know which YouTube is supposed to be, which video is supposed to be advertisement friendly. When people want to talk about if you talk about anything to do with this life matter, and that life does this life matters and needs to be listened to, and the police need to treat people better, no, they will say this video does not qualify for making revenue, right? So I'm just like, sort of, I've been looking at the YouTube, the trends that is going on YouTube. First of all, me, that, let's say, I'm gonna say, like, right now I'm just going to vlog a family. Where is the family gonna come from? Or even if, let's say, I have a family that I would like to vlog, I cannot do that. There has to be a line that I have to create between having my young ones come into internet space without their consent. Yes, I am their mother, but again, they are also, they need their innocence to be preserved, because again, YouTube is a place that they can choose to even, they can, I don't trust YouTube in a way that I can just like bear my entire life out here. So I have to choose the things that I want to talk about, right? So that is why I talk mostly about my experiences and the things that are happening to me, that I can I space it so uncomfortably. I don't know why. Sorry, you guys. So But again, when you talk about your experiences, maybe my experiences is not as worth listening to on YouTube. So usually I look at other YouTubers and the kind of videos they've made. I don't want to make controversy videos. First of all, I'm trying to stay away from it because again, I don't like the negative, the negativity surrounding it. And I also don't want to like bring myself around here. Like, for example, if I was to have a family, like, I don't want to bear everything out here, especially my dating life and my private life, my love life and whatnot. I don't want to bring them out here. So because of the experiences that I've had of people even emailing me and DMing me, with insults, I do not like that for this space. I don't want to, because there are people who don't know you and they never met you, but they will take an opportunity to write you an insult because maybe whatever you are talking about in your channel did not rub them the right way. So they will feel the need to sort of put you down for the sake of that. So I know that YouTube I have learned a lot from it, and I do not know my future with YouTube. Am I going to leave YouTube? Probably not. I'm going to still continue learning YouTube, but then it just depends on what you guys like to watch, because I know that there are people who've stuck with me from years and years, even though they just like to listen to me talk, right? But then at the end of the day, also, I want to just come here and tell you guys that it's not been a smooth road. In a month, I could make money on YouTube, but that is after I have really, really sweated, done controversy videos, done reaction videos with like people who are like and of course there are people who are also coming and saying, why you talk about people, why la la la, and it's like, and I'm just like, I don't feel good about that as well at the end of the day, because so I am just, I sometimes I feel demotivated, especially when I struggle to make a video and then YouTube decides that that video is not good enough after I feel like I poured my heart out of that video, and it is just a raw, authentic video. But to YouTube, it's not worth promoting. That's a video that is not even worth promoting. And that makes me feel like, excuse me, YouTube, are you kidding me? So I will read what, guys, I told you guys yesterday, kindly go and support Adana's vlogs. I went and I promised her, I went and I subscribed to your channel, Adama. So yesterday, when the day before yesterday, when we finished the live, I went and subscribed to your channel. So Anastasia Sigwaza is saying man is worse. So good afternoon, everyone. Come first to come, please bring out wine to drink. I wish I could. Cheryl Shazala and Adama Vlogs and Fiona Apio. Thank you guys so much for always being here. Also Anastasia, you're always here. And also Olesebe, you are always here. You guys are so Cecilia TV, you are always here. You guys are always supportive. YouTube won't push those videos because they were getting sued by lots of companies for putting their ads on video contents that brand doesn't support. I'm like, okay, which type of content that brands doesn't support? Like, okay, I know that some brands don't support some things, but I don't understand why you wouldn't speak about your ordeal or something that happened to you without YouTube saying that your video is not good enough. For example, the lady, when she was talking about something that happened to her, it is real that something that happened to her. So it's not that people are making up that, yes, children are being hurt, being violated and killed out here. So if you talk about such a thing, they don't want to associate with it. So YouTube is owned and controlled by, for sure, VMark. That one's something I have learned. YouTube and Facebook don't want Africans to express themselves. I wonder what community standards are. But Julio Sewe, that is exactly what I have noticed. I have noticed that a lot of people really just don't care about what is happening in Africa. They'd rather what is happening outside Africa, you know. So if you come here on YouTube and start, it gets hot, it gets cold, this is Emirates for you. And yesterday I felt like I wanted to make a video, but then I was just like, when I look at my video, I'm like, the video that I made yesterday was not good enough. So today I don't know what this video is gonna be like. Is it also going to be not good enough? Not good enough simply because I don't know, man. I don't understand the entire YouTube. So and I can tell you for a fact is that where YouTube, it needs you to have people who are big in the platform also promoting your videos, because I have seen for example, me, there was a time I collaborated with a lady. We were talking about a very controversial topic. We talked about that very controversial topic, and it was something that happened on YouTube, YouTubers, whatever, clashes. So I weighed in on gave my opinion regarding that video that I watched, and I was with that YouTuber, and I got a lot of views. People came and I mean not views, a lot of that video. We uploaded it and it went to that lady's channel. So, and you know, when for me, I didn't know what happens if I sort of somebody because at this point we wanted to collaborate with each other, but I didn't know, do I need to pay her for collaborating with me when I know that the video itself is going to gain views, and she will upload the video that she is with me on her channel, and it will gain her views, and she'll earn a little bit of money from that video revenue, when I'm not gonna upload any video, and probably is not gonna earn any money there. So I felt like, I don't know how this collaboration things works, because I know that there are YouTubers who actually pay other big YouTubers to give a mention to their name, but still, even until now, I do not know how the entire YouTube promoting works, right? So I know that before people get a gist of your video and start watching you constantly, because still I have never really understood how someone can make a video like the one I told you guys about, a lady going in the car, and I know that lady, she made, there's a lot of story about, there's a story that I can go into, but I feel like I might get bashed if I talked about this particular YouTuber and I say how I think the mind game that she used to sort of, you know, which YouTube allows them to use to get views and to start, you know, like mind game. So I know exactly what mind game she used, this lady. And from nowhere, her YouTube blew like crazy. And then from then onwards, she has set a platform that now, from YouTube alone, she don't need to work. Honestly, she don't need to work, and it's not a joke. And that is why now she's so confident with her subscribers that she can just go and give them a tour of a car without even being deep, or even going and doing her research about a car. So she'll just emptily make a video and say, oh, you know, this car, it has a mirror, and I like the mirror because, you know, I can look at my face, and I can do this, and, you know, and do my makeup, and then pick up her camera and go back home. And then she already banked money in that video. So that's how confident now she is that she doesn't even need to work extra, you know. This is YouTube for you, right? But for me, who am I here on YouTube, man? Who am I here on YouTube? So 11 o'clock waiting for a live. Julius say, I camped here until 11 o'clock waiting for a live. Julie, you can try and age restrict your videos. If I age restrict my video, it is not going to be monetized at all. If I put, because my video, I have put them to have 18, like people over under 18 can't watch, only people above 18. So obviously if I put it like people above 18 cannot watch my videos, of course that would be like extreme not good video to even be on the internet, so they will not even monetize that video. So that is why I am trying to find how, before I say that I'm giving YouTube goodbye, because I know that there are people who've said goodbye to YouTube because they just feel like their work or whatever they are doing is not good enough, and maybe they get criticism from people who are just like, obviously there is gonna be criticism, but sometimes you just can't take it, right? You can't take it, because now, because the way I know YouTube now, I feel like I just need to be in a space where, let's say if I have a wall, like just this wall, and maybe I have some decorations behind my wall, I can give you videos from that wall alone. When I want to do videos, I don't walk around with the camera in my house showing people this is my living situation, because it's my house, my sanctuary. You know, it's a sanctuary, a place that I cherish. So it's like I don't want to bring a lot of people into. But then I feel like, what is that vlogging that you feel like you're restricted, that you cannot even film in your own house, right? Especially when you are an open person who just want to share. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you guys, I am talking rubbish, and maybe you can weigh in on what am I saying. So someone is saying something. I cannot. YouTube is now more critical. Fiona is saying YouTube is now more critical on the content it monetizes. A lot of family channels have been demonetized. Even Alia's face her channel got demonetized because perverts would comment on her try on hauls. Oh, I don't know who is that Alia's face, but I do know that children's channel, it has been, they have put disabled comment. Nobody can be able to comment on children's channel, but I do know that there are children's channel who are making millions and millions of views. Especially even a child in this house that I live in, she watches YouTube. There are YouTube channels that she watches, children who are just be giving like playtime, you know, and children are now very much into YouTube. Even her, she just does YouTube, as in she watches a lot of YouTube videos of other kids, you know, playing and dancing and doing all these things. But those kids are also still making videos, making money, because they are watching, being restricted. So somebody is saying, host, the name is Cecilia TV. Oh yeah, you're saying maybe you're talking to someone. Knows to run. One YouTuber said it on her video that that YouTuber is Patricia Bright. Now so big, she is doing breakthrough channel. I know. Yeah. I know Patricia. Patricia, who can match Patricia, man? Who can match Patricia? She's an economist. I think she did economy. She's something, I don't know, but she is. I cannot match her brain when it comes to Patricia and the kind of videos she will make. Me, I just come and run my mouth here, but talking about money, how can I start talking? I'm very aware of the fact that there are people who don't even have $1,000. But then when you come and start talking about all my, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like people are gonna say, okay, now you are want to, because even Patricia herself, she's been gotten backlash from people saying that she's showing off, and she's telling people, oh well, how I become millionaire. I am a millionaire. You know, the minute you start talking so boldly about money, everybody is like, there's a threat there. People start giving you a side eye. But for her aim is not even to show off. She don't even feel like she's showing off, because she's teaching people about money consciousness. People need to be money conscious. But me with my, I don't know how I feel about it, because even I would like to talk about how I saved to save, or even when I go to Kenya, I'd like to look at my budgeting per month, and to show you guys exactly how I budget my money per month, with obviously I will do, so that I can show you guys that it's possible. It's possible to put money aside and to know this is the money, this is it's like, I don't want, even sometimes you don't want to let people know what is your income, how much money are you earning. But people like Patricia, she will bring out her entire stock keep. What is it called? This money sheet. What is it called? Something to do with statement, you know, like how she spent and how she saved and what is her annual income. And she will just air this on the internet without even feeling anything. And for me, I'm like, ooh, I'm afraid. What type of backlash am I gonna get? I'm now talking about my finances. I don't know why I feel awkward about that. But I think I need to be open more. But then in this internet, my God, how am I going to be open without people judging me? Yeah? Or should I just not care about what people say about me and just continue making videos without even thinking? Or even if I have a child, I just go to the ward labor room and just open my legs wide and say, people, guys, I'm having a baby. Here's the camera. Ah! Chineke meme. How can I do that? How? Like, I think I'm not open like that. Huh? I'm not open like that. The first thing, the child doesn't even know anything, but already she's on the internet. Her face is plastered everywhere. The first thing that the kid is being introduced on is camera. I'm like, but people are doing it and people are earning money from it, and it's not even a thing for people. And me, I'm here, I'm trying to plate everything on my head and thinking, my God, how am I going to open to people fully, being a YouTuber who is not conscious of even showing her house background, you know? How does my living arrangement, what do I earn? Where is my source of income? You know, like there's a video that I made, and we went shopping with my host, the lady that has hosted me, and someone was asking me very boldly, how much did the shopping cost, and is it that do I do my own shopping in the side, or the shopping that, as in, do I buy my own food in my family house, or the shopping is just you know, like, I'm like, why do I need to tell you that? What do you need? If I tell you that, what will it help you with? Ask yourself. Huh? So now I need to give you every nitty-gritty of the shopping vlog. I need to tell you now, usually this is what we do. We buy food, these are mine, and these are for my host. Abi, I don't get what you mean. So even that question, I did not answer it because I did not see the need for me to answer that kind of a question, because I feel like it's how much did my shopping cost? Huh. So somebody is saying about somebody running my YouTube. There's a lot of people who have emailed me and tried to tell me that there are some production companies and they would like to work with me and whatnot, but too much drama that I don't want to go into. I feel like I'm just okay making my own videos the way I'm doing here. Like, why do I have to bother with all this production company and money spent and all that? I don't even earn money on YouTube, so how exactly? Well, it's not like I don't earn totally. Sometimes I earn. But for example, in YouTube, the last time I earned was in January, right? And I can't remember. I think I earned $145 last time I earned in January. So the second time I earned, no earning, right? So from January until now, what is, you know, and then even if you earn, obviously when you reach your threshold, the threshold is $100. So you can bust your ass doing videos. If you're lucky enough for your video not to get demonetized, a month getting $100, that is going to be a hard work. Your video need to be watched for you to reach that threshold. You cannot just be making a video and a video is just, sorry guys, the internet interrupted. So to make money on YouTube, obviously you need somebody to boost you. I don't know if you guys watch Word Maya. She's a Kenyan YouTuber and she got promoted. She blew. So you need to know somebody, you know, from these YouTube streets for you to be on top. Somebody else is saying, Mama, yeah, Lady Jane, and by the way, I just subscribed to your channel, Lady Jane. I just said, let me subscribe to your channel because I've noticed you're also a YouTuber who's rising up. And I was just watching one of your videos. Actually, I watched the video that you posted that you, the first video that you posted 5 months ago. And why not? So about Cecilia TV, I need to check you out because I think you're also a YouTuber. Cecilia TV is saying that Jessila TV. You're saying she did accountant in university, worked in finance in a bank, and now, like you say, like you, she bought houses for investment and show people how it's done. We like her spreadsheets. Oh yes, it's spreadsheets. Guys, I'd really love to give you this kind of content. I'm going to be in the standard of Patricia Bright, but I'd like to give you guys this type of content whereby I just go to my property and I tell you guys, this is exactly how my property look like, and this is how I accumulated it. And I know there's a lot of people who'd like videos of, you know, tell us exactly how to make money. Tell us how to make money. But for me, I was in employment and I had constant earning. You know, these people were paying me constantly and they were paying me good money. As in, my good money might not be, I would tell you exactly, even though it is very uncomfortable for me to say, but I think there's a video that I made about cabin crew earning. So you can see also online. There is how much cabin crew earn. So it's very standard. So let me, sometimes guys, things to do with finances, I'm very uncomfortable talking about them. I don't know. I don't know why, because I don't want people having, I don't know, man. I think I'm just an awkward person like that. So I'll tell you guys, on a good month, what am I doing? Sorry guys, I want to check. So on a good month, that is how I got to save, because I told you guys that I go to save. Even the way the way I saved money was because I worked with a company that was paying me. The way they were paying me, it was impossible for me to not save. Like, I'm going to use my money to buy a bag and go on a ridiculous trips. No, I will save, because this company is not my father's company. Just like now, they decided to kick people out. So if you didn't save, what will happen to you? So in a good month, this company would pay you in a good month. Let's just say $3,000 in a good month. So if a company pays you in a good month $3,000, why wouldn't you be able to save? Yeah. So for me, I saved in a sense of I made sure I was saving half of my salary. I was always saving half of my salary, and not even half of my salary. I was saving more than half of my salary. So after because I was not doing, listen, I was not doing my hair. My hair is really expensive, okay? Doing hair in the Emirates. So I cut on hair. I was doing my nails every month, twice every month. And I was thinking, well, I needed to do my nails because I was working in business class. And when you are presenting food or drinks, you don't want to be like showing nails that look like a tortoise. For heaven's sake, please. So that made me feel like I needed to make my nails. So that is the reason why I had to. But nails were quite expensive, to be honest. According to Kenya, nails were not cheap here. Nails were not cheap. According to Kenya, in every 2 weeks, I was spending 4,300 on my nails. That is $40 on your nails, right? $40 on your nails. That is twice a week. So in a week, in a month you're spending $80. That is a waste. For me, that's just a waste. So that is 8,000 plus Kenya shillings in a month to make your bloody nails. I feel like that's a waste. So sometimes I never used to make my nails. But because I was working in business class, I had to. So that is one of the things. But right now when I'm sitting here, I'm feeling like I would say that I wish I made better choices. I could have done my nails alone, by myself at home. I just buy a nail kit and whatever and do it by yourself. But I felt like when I did it by myself, it was just chipping and getting horrible. So I did gel, and that was better for me. And plus, okay, so apart from nails and hair, my hair, I was not doing it. Again, I saved money from that. Makeup, I bought makeup once in a while, and I never wore heavy makeup at work. So I saved money. Listen, do pedicure, and that is costly. For me, I wouldn't do that. I would do it myself. That is for me to save money. But I used to do it. But now that I don't have constant income that is coming, I have to look at new way of me trying to save money. Because for example, if I go to Kenya right now, I have income, as in monthly constant income that is going to be coming because of I have rentals, piece of progress, spirit of poverty, and all this, whatever, guys. And please do not dismiss me for saying what I'm going to say right now. My business was under attack. Tell me what could go wrong in a residential place that I had built. It was absolutely attacked like crazy. First of all, I will tell you what happened. I don't even have many homes. I don't want to tell you guys how many houses I have in there for now, but I just tell you guys that it's okay. It's doing fine for now. The first thing that happened was that the person, my most esteemed customer that paid me on time with no complaints, this family always got electrocuted in the house. Guys, you have no idea. So the thing is, I know that it was something to do with the wiring, the way the person who built for me, and I'm telling you guys, builders don't care. Give them their money, they just want to take your money and get out of there. They don't really look at quality control when it comes to building. Because this house, sometimes I feel afraid what would happen to my house, because first of all, I was not there when the foundation was being set. And I don't know, I am not an architect. I did not employ an architect to build my house. Because, and again, shortcuts that people do in Kenya, we don't do it as much. So I just got somebody who knew how to build, and they did my foundation. So my house was just a flat. First I have ground floor. So I lived there for 6 years. And I did not plan to make it become like a 3-story or 4-story or whatever story, like to continue building it. So I always had that in mind, the fact that I did not know what type of foundation was put in this house. So I was not confident to put more houses on top, because there's a lot of incidents where people did this and houses collapsed on people. And it was the biggest court case and even jail time. So I was always afraid, you know. So I didn't like, afraid. So then when whatever we were finished, people had entered, and I had good tenants. So the person who built for me was just a careless person. He was not really like worrying what happens to my tenant after they've taken, like they just built it. So anyway, to make the long story short, they built without thinking about quality control. So one of the electrical wires was left unsealed on the roof, and my roof is just slabbed. So there is no, whenever it rains, this person did not seal electricals. So it was raining and I had no idea, guys. Remember, I'm building my house when I'm here. So whenever I send somebody to check for me, I'm like, they don't do a good job. So anyway, because of the rain, the electricals was not sealed. So you can imagine the rain is getting inside the socket. So at first I used to live there for 6 years, and I used to notice my bedroom used to have, whenever it rains, the socket used to remove water. Where is it coming from? So I just assumed that it's an empty plot. So because so I used to assume, it's just something. So even me, I did not pay attention, and this is also my fault. So I lived there for 6 years and I never used that socket, and I was just like, I'm never there anyway. Until the time now I left that place, and I had no problems when I was living there. No problem at all. My best tenant almost got electrocuted in the house with the children. And I'd never been so afraid in my life. I never been so afraid. And at the same time, if you have been living there for 5 years and for 5 or 6 years, and I had no problem, all of a sudden now my sewer system is blocked. Why is the sewer system blocking? I spent so much money to fix the sewer system. No matter what I do, it's still blocking. So it was one mess after the other. But even now, just last month was the time that we managed to fix the mess that I was like. That is why I'm telling you that my business is usually under attack. Like I also have something. My the person who caretakes for me, when I see a text from him, my heart is pounding. I see what next now, what happening today, because there's always something. As much as the house is bringing in constant money, but the money that they are paying me, I use it to do repairs all the time, because the house itself, the people who are living there, they are very patient with me sometimes, because in most cases I started building okay, fine. The problem is, when they came and viewed the house, they liked it and they got in, despite the fact that the house was no unfinished home. So usually they are not supposed to even choose to live in a place that is unfinished. But because me, it was up for rent, and I know that even me, the government, there's a rule that you're not supposed to rent a place that is unfinished. But because I am like, everybody does it, so it doesn't matter, because we give them, if these people come to my house and they tell us why, you just give them money and they go away, they leave you alone. Like you always tell them, please just leave my business alone. So this is how it. So anyway, the house has been bringing money, but the money that the house is, the internet is now giving me troubles. Okay, so let me see how many percentage of batteries do we have. A little bit of percentage. But anyway, what I was saying is that it's bringing constant income, but the constant income that the house brings, I have to use it to because the house initially it was not finished, so I have to continue finishing the, doing finishing with it. So right now I pay money every month to make sure that things are maintained, because for me, one thing I hate is to let people live in a house that they are bothered, they are troubled. I'm telling you, like, for me, if my tenants say they want this, I do it straight away. That is why my tenants usually stay in my house. The one who left because it was just too much for them, because being electrocuted, no, that was a bit too much. So they left. But after, when I found my caretaker is is a certified electrician, mechanical, not mechanical, he did electrical engineering. So he's the one who engineered and fixed and sealed all the whatever, So the day he fixed and sealed it, no problem ever occurred. And we got a tenant straight away. When the other one left, we got a tenant straight away. And because the houses they are quite spacious, and the place where we stay, for a 2-bedroom, for the amount that I am charging them, they wouldn't get it anywhere else. So they usually stay there. So they accept the house with the conditions that it was in, knowing that the house is still in process of being finished. So that is why I'm not yet having any, as much as the house got income, but I'm not yet banking on the money. The money is going finishing the house itself. So let me read from you guys. Did it and she said she regretted it, so she reversed against it. Did she? Yeah. Putting your bank slip for the internet, your, what is it called? Actually, Cecilia, you said, I don't know what is it called. Let me read what you said. It's called, I didn't read from some of you. She did. Oh yeah, let me read. Keep doing what you are doing is saying, host, you have gone through care. As long as you feel comfortable, don't do anything you're not comfortable with. With I will not bring my grandchildren to YouTube. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Ole is saying, I hate this. People always ask, did she advise against flashing her money on the internet? I'm sure she did. A lot of people bashed her for that. For instance, Lovely by events and controversial issues, but she rarely show her personal life. But Lovely T sometimes doesn't even show her face. And she talks about Hollywood gossip. And a lot of people, for me, I talk about Kenyan gossip or Nigerian gossip or what gossip. For me, there's a lot of people who watch me who are not even from Kenya. A lot of people watch me from the US. Some are not even from Nigeria. So I cannot, but Lovely T, all her audience are Nigerian, are American sometimes, or people who are American celebrities. So that's why YouTube couples have to always answer why their partner aren't in every single video, and you have to make a video when you break up. I'm telling you, it's terrible. Lovely T sometimes get demonetized because of her content, but she managed to make money in other ways. Lovely T also sometimes she gets like sued, for making a video without proof. If you have to do a gossip channel, you have to also be ready with money to defend yourself in court. Some people will sue you. So Lady Jane is saying thank you. Guys, follow Lady Jane. So host, you can have 2 channels if you are worried about people criticizing. Patricia Bright breakthrough platform. We are different audience. We are different audiences. A lot of us appreciate her openness on financial matters, not in the UK. So mostly she talks about financial matters based on UK market or UK saving, or and then if somebody is going to talk to me about financial matters and they are probably not earning same money as I earn, I feel like, how is she going to help me? This is just my opinion, guys, because there are a lot of people who don't earn millions annually, but she does earn millions, so she will talk based on a millionaire perspective of finances. But people who are not millionaires, or people who barely even have jobs, how are they going to benefit from this type of content? I'm not saying her contents are not good. I like her content. I watch her content once in a while, but I'll just be honest. The one that she talks about finances, I have not watched them at all. I have no idea why I haven't watched them, because I am actually even subscribed to her, but whenever she uploads, I don't watch them. Finances when you are cooking. I will soon. So that's Africa for us. They don't care. Very scary if you are not there. The builders will not give you the best. Hey, I learned from it. It happens when you are always away and building. Everyone takes advantage of you. Executed. Electrocuted. Another day, I was like, what if God was not on my side? Right now, the court case that I would be battling, please, God, cover that house in the blood of the Lamb. Please, God, cover it for me. Cover it for me. Cover it for me. And I did not even tell you, the same tenant, she used to have snakes going inside her house. Snakes from nowhere. And I'm not even kidding. Apart from being executed, her house, the what is it called? The septic used to just sort of flood from her kitchen balcony. From nowhere, her entire house was just a mess. Apart from that, also snakes used to get inside her house. And I was like, I lived in that same place for 6 years. I never experienced anything like that. So when they told me that they had to move out, I told them, go ahead. Actually, I was always urging them to find a place so they can move. I can seal the entire house. I can do the entire drainage system. So the minute they moved out, we had no electricity problem. We had a little bit of a drainage system problem, but we just fixed it recently. But we have a tenant. The tenant currently that is there is okay. So far, there's just a little bit of problems that need to be fixed with especially the walls. When we paint, the paint sort of just gets, especially when it rains. So there's a problem. We need to do damp proofing from the foundation. So the person who did my foundation also did not damp proof the foundation. Therefore, the house brings in cold from outside whenever it rains. This is Kenya for you again. Cheap is expensive, okay? When you are building, cheap is expensive. It's not like I build my house cheaply, but even the way I spent, I also spent, even though I was doing shortcuts, I still spent. Being here, I did not have that cheap is expensive. So yeah. So hopefully, but every time that my house, whenever the money comes in, but I use the money to renovate the entire house. So the entire mess, and even right now I have, waived rent. So I'm losing money because even still I'm renovating the house. But I'm not complaining. It is okay because I want the people who live in my house to be as much comfortable as possible. So these are hit spiritual attacks, but building incompetence. It is very true. It is very true, I would say. But the one with the snakes getting inside the house, that was deep. That even more, something to tell you something about spiritual attacks. Honestly, I believe it with all of my heart. Because I don't understand how snakes can just come into my house from nowhere. Shindwa katika jina la Yesu. Riswa kabisa. That means that I am just like, I am rebuking that spirit. So even in houses, even 4 years at least, but you have insurance for oh, that's nice. That's nice. For me, I don't have an insurance. You could do cooking videos. They always get views and you're fun to watch. I'll do that when I get to my house. Here, I cannot do cooking video. Before I know it, the husband of the kitchen. Before I know it, people will be walking in. No, 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 no. I'll do it in the comfort of my own space. Amazing. Thank you. You say I look amazing even like this. Oh, thank you for you guys. You guys, my hair. I wish I can show you how my hair, what my hair tastes like. But God is good. He gave me this hair for a reason. I am not complaining. There is no dent in my hair. There is no dent in my appearance. And there is no dent in my physical features that I have to cover it for anybody. If it's broken, I'm not fixing it, okay? This is just my hair texture, okay? You better learn to appreciate it just the way it is. So I'm not going to change for the internet. If they don't like me the way I am, sorry. So anyway, let me continue reading from you guys because I need to. When she was posting videos with the title likes how I do this and that as a millionaire, when she could just say updated daily routine. Guys, I'm telling you, that word millionaire is very cringe. It's very cringe. I cannot use it, please. Even not for the internet or for the clickbaits. I cannot use it. I just feel awkward. I just don't know why. I don't want anybody to term me a millionaire for my own security purposes. Okay. So anyway, guys, anything to do with house is good investment. Nice to see. You are just beautiful. I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, those could be spiritual attacks, but probably not from you. It could be from them also. If no overgrown loan, not so. I always come here with no topic to talk about. I felt like maybe my video is gonna be so flat, but the minute I turn off on the camera, I sort of just find topics, I just find things to talk about. So I could have talked, but my internet, let me just save this for next time and then we will talk later, maybe tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Bye.